And Mark, looking at the job that Leon Rose has done so far, now that we're halfway through the second season, how do you assess what he's been able to do?
Ironically, Leon's best move, well, the two best moves, hiring Thibodeau and trading for Derrick Rose last season. Listen, Leon did a really great job in getting the Knicks from a laughing stock into a playoff contender, and now they're kind of stuck. He hasn't hit the home run yet, and we're all waiting. Thibodeau is being very patient with Leon, but he's waiting too. And Leon, with all that cap space, did not do enough. And now we have to see what happens at the trade deadline, which I think might be low key, and then this offseason.
I see it the same way, Mark, in terms of when you judge Leon Rose. You said it. We're all kind of waiting for that big move. Who is the big piece that's going to be brought in here under Leon Rose and William Wesley? And so I think, to me, you start to really judge the Leon Rose era once that move is made and what that move looks like, and taking that step from, catching the league by surprise the way the Knicks did last year and turning into, a competitive group was a strong first step. But that next step, figuring out how to get to be a perennial contender, perennial playoff team, that's tough. And we're seeing how tough it is this season with the Knicks, and the moves that were made in the offseason. Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier haven't worked out the way that they expected them to, the way that they wanted them to. And so I think that's where you are right now with Rose and his group.
If you would have asked me entering the season, I would have been raving about Leon's job. But right now, you have to wonder, what's next? What's next? And Leon doesn't even talk to us. He hasn't spoken since late September. He should talk to the fans. He should be telling the fans what's going on and what the vision is and what he sees. But instead, again, he's behind closed doors, and we don't get a sense of what vision he is having right now, and that's disappointing to me.
If I was a fan, I would love to hear from my team's top executive as often as possible, just to hear about the thinking, about the analysis of what they've seen, what they see is coming down the pike. So certainly, if I'm a Knicks fan, any Leon Rose interviews I can get, I would love to hear them. As a media member, selfishly, certainly love more access. Any more access that's available, I always am in favor of that. So sure, yeah, would love to hear from Leon Rose.
Maybe he'll do the putback.
Yeah.